Hey guys, in today's video I'm just going to do my next weekly check-in video, and kind of a similar week to last week. I didn't get any spin cycling done or a hike done. You know, the weather has been really bad, but I did get my hour-long kickboxing session on Tuesday. So that's like my VO2 max, my high intensity workout, and I do really try to push it for this, get my heart rate up into the high zone and then back down into like a resting rate. But you know, we do the 3-minute intervals in this with a 90-second break, 60-second break. So it is very similar to the VO2 max workouts. So that's why I like doing that, and I'm only back at that now 2-3 weeks. You know, this week now will be my 3rd week. But on top of that, then on Saturday I did a park run. Now the park run was very good. I actually had a really nice day for it, which was surprising for this week because we've had nothing but wind and rain and just really woeful weather altogether. But I did 21 minutes 10 seconds, so a little bit slower than last week by 7 seconds, but I don't mind that too much. You know, could have just had a bad day, or you know, just the legs mightn't have been there as much as I thought they were. But I came 3rd in the park run, so it wasn't too bad. I went out with a 4:06 starting 1st kilometre, and I thought that'd be enough to hold through, you know, and then maybe keep 4:10, 4:11 for the rest of them. But on my 3rd kilometre I ended up doing 4:25, 4:26. Now I did kind of die off in that 3rd kilometre, you know, that one was the most difficult. But I picked it back up again, and I dropped my 4th kilometre, and my 5th kilometre I finished off with a 4:06 again. So I don't know, maybe I just lost focus during that middle kilometre, or I was just feeling it, you know, basically wimped out. But look, sure, it's another good low 21-minute score, and that should transfer now into next week and into the legs, you know. So it's all training. I'm happy enough, you know. I went down to that wind farm place again. So, you know, absolutely beautiful area, and I love going there. Now it takes about an hour to drive down. So look, a little bit of petrol getting down, but the way I see it is, what else would you be doing of a Saturday morning? You know, you'd be lying in the bed or only getting up out of bed at that time. So for me, it's a way of getting out of the house, enjoying a good bit of the countryside, getting a bit of exercise, cardio done, you know, just good training. Then on top of that, then on Sunday, today, I actually went out and I did a 5-kilometre race, but the weather was absolutely atrocious. You know, we had rain and wind just beating off the side of your face. Like, it was very similar to the 5-mile race I done at the start of the year, but just ridiculous weather, you know. And I got a race time of 22 10 or 20, no, 22:06. Now I wouldn't mind that for the weather, but I actually ended up taking a wrong turn. So there was a 5-kilometre race and a 10-kilometre, and we all started on the same time, 11 a.m. But I was in my own world, and I was just focusing on getting the run done, and there was no signposts up, so I actually ended up going on for the 10k route. And I only noticed it then when there was no one else around me, you know, and I could see the 10k guys heading on. So it was kind of, I started panicking then. I was like, oh, how am I going to get back on track? But there was a way of getting back on track, but I ended up doing 5.27 kilometres, 5.3 kilometres in that 22:06, you know, so it's not too bad. I checked my Strava just to see what my 5.0 km would be, and I think that came out as a 21:22. So look, all things considered, with the weather, with the rain, you know, only 12 seconds behind yesterday's park run, you know, after giving yesterday a good run as well, so my legs weren't 100%. I'm fairly happy with that, you know. It's not too bad. I have 2 low 21-minute runs, so 10 kilometres altogether running this week, and the kickboxing session on Tuesday. Now next week should I say, sorry, I plan on doing my kickboxing and going to the gym maybe in Wednesday and Thursday, and I want to try get a long spin session done, like just really slow and keep things going and get the cardio going, because on Saturday I do have a park run, but I'm not sure how to run that yet, because on next Sunday I have a 10-mile race, so that's like 16.3 kilometers or whatever it translates to. But yeah, I only done one of them back in November, and it was a really hilly mountainous route. It's like just rolling hills like for the whole 16 kilometers, and I ended up getting an hour 20 and 54 seconds at that one. So I would like to try and beat that, just knowing that it's a bit more of a little bit of a flatter course anyway. And you know, I done a 5-minute per kilometer pace at the last one, because look, it was my first one as well, so I didn't want to go out and bust it out and then end up like fatiguing halfway through. So it was kind of the unknown, but now I know what to expect. I know the distance. It's just 3 5Ks and a 1K finisher at the end. The only problem is I checked the weather and it's meant to be wind and rain again, and I think it says there's a 90% precipitation chance, so that's going to be lovely. But look, it's character building, you know, it's all adding on to my mental resilience. But yeah, look, I have a plan to maybe go out and try get around the 4:30 to 4:45 range, you know, because that should definitely take my time down a lot, you know. Now I'd be very happy with 1:16, 1:15, and anything below that would really be a bonus, basically, you know. And you know, we'll see how we go. You know, this week is just going to be my tune up and keeping the legs fresh and not really busted out of it. But that's why I don't really know what to do in the park run, because it's the day before, you know. And I could just last few park runs I've been going out trying to hit like 4:05, 4:04, 4:06, so I could go out and maybe just try hit 4:12 and just try and see if I can hold 4:12. That would still put me into a low 21, maybe even dip back into the 20-minute zone again. But then again, that might be too much on the legs, so I don't know. Maybe I could go out and just do 4:30 or 4:40, just keep my 10-mile pace in mind, you know, just to make sure I can do it. Or I don't know, I just I really like getting a park run crossed off the list, you know. Like I think I'm on 35, 36 now, so it's I don't know, in a way it's kind of addictive, you know, just getting them done and knowing that, right, I've been out every week this year, and you know, so we'll see. We're definitely going to make a plan anyway, you know. And I definitely don't want to fatigue the legs, because I want to come away with a good time, you know, on Sunday, and a good time considering I haven't trained for any shape or form whatsoever. Since in this year I've done 2 10-kilometers runs, 1 race, 1 long run, and I've done a 5-mile run. They're the only distance runs I've done. So look, I don't want to give myself an injury either, but I'm just going to take it nice and handy and just push when I feel like I can push and hold back when I need to hold back. So we'll see how we go. This is basically going to be another test run, and you know, it'll just give me a guide on to how it feels pushing at a slightly better pace. And I'm going to sign up for another 10-mile in the future, and I will have some training for that, and I'll definitely bust that out of it. And you know, I kind of have a goal. I'd like to try and break like 110 if I could, like 109.59, but that's kind of like just an A goal at the minute for that. But yeah, so look, I know by doing this race on Sunday, this is really going to massively boost my endurance, you know. And last year when I did it, within a few weeks I was back down to 20:08, 20:15, 20:30, you know. So it really gave me a boost to my running, and that's why I signed up for the race this Sunday, because I know it's going to have a lot of benefit. It's going to help me out great, and hopefully dip me back into that 20-minute zone again, combined with the kickboxing. You know, I'm breaking this sub 20 very soon, and look, I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I know it's soon. And as soon as I get this sub 20 5k goal, I'm hunting for the 19-minute 5k goal, so an 18:59, and I know I'll get that too, you know. I believe in myself, and at the end of the day you need to have a little bit of self-confidence, you know. Now look, I know I'm far away at the minute, but we'll see how the up and coming weeks treat me, and see how my running goes, and I'll fill you in with updates and how the running journey is going. But yeah, that's basically it now for this weekly check-in. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I hope you do enjoy me uploads during the week. Please like the video and subscribe if you can. It'd be much appreciated, and have a good one, folks. Until next time.